Man, I just can't get enough of this. Yeah, obviously under these conditions, the iron sights are going to be better. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna have a red dot and magnifier versus LPVO discussion, okay? So normally I tell you guys I really prefer the red dot and the magnifier, especially if it's a big window like this, because you can do lots of moving and shooting fast and easy to get on target. If you want magnification, it's a quick, simple flip, okay? As opposed to the LPVO, where you're, if you want magnification, you gotta basically get to the lever, roll it back and forth, and the eye box is not forgiving on LPVOs. Even on the $1,500 ones, right? I got a PLX one. If your head's not in the right position, you're gonna see shadow, okay? Especially as you start dialing up. So the LPVO is a lot less forgiving, which is why usually I tell people for your primary fighting rifle, the red dot with the magnifier is the way to go. But there is an exception, okay? The exception is weather like this, okay? It's been raining all day. It's been foggy on and off. There's humidity. So what's happening is the glass is getting fogged up and cloudy, okay? And it's getting water droplets on it. So in this kind of weather, right, when I'm trying to hit, like, because right now my max visibility, as far, because the targets that I'm looking at are red, okay, against this darkish type of background. I mean, I can, with the naked eye, I can see the red targets at 100 yards. I can see it. I can even see it at 140 yards. That's kind of like the max right now that I can see with the naked eye. However, when I get on the red dot, right, I mean, this thing right now is foggy. It's cloudy. Let me see if I can give you guys a view through it. I'm not going to be able to do it with the LPVO, but I should be able to give you guys a view. All right, so you see the target there? So you see how it's cloudy. Let me see if I can get you guys a little further out. Now, interestingly enough, the camera's actually a lot clearer than what I see with my naked eye, for whatever reason. All right, so you guys are actually seeing a clearer image than I'm seeing. And part of the reason is, I don't know, maybe there's some water drops and stuff on my glasses. But through the glass, right now, I can, the furthest I can like actually see, like I can see the 50-yard target, the 65-yard target, I can make the shots because I know where it's at, okay? But if I'm just looking through the glass, if I don't know where it's at, I cannot see it. I can see it with my naked eye, but when I come up and I look at it, I really can't see it because of, because of that fog. Now, if I try to clean it off, right, with my finger, which is, I mean, it cleans it up a little bit. But you still got like water droplets and stuff like that. So now at 75 yards, let me do this. I'm going to dim this down as much as I can because I don't want the red dot overwhelming the target in any way. Okay. So with the glass right now, without the magnifier, at 75 yards, I could make my shots. Let me see, at 100 yards. I mean, it's basically, the target's basically sitting in the dark hole. Now when I flip the magnifier over, I'm looking at 75 yards now. I mean, if I didn't know the target was there, I mean, I wouldn't find it with the magnifier. And it's actually easier for me to take the shots without the magnifier, with just the red dot, because when I flip the magnifier over, I'm now looking through 3 lenses, all right? 3, even trying to clean them off, I'm looking at like, it's actually 4 lenses, because on the red dot, I gotta kind of clean it from the front, and also I gotta go inside just in case there's some buildup on the inside. Let me see if I can give you guys a look-see at what this looks like. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see anything. You're not gonna be able to see anything. I'd have to take the rifle apart because of the eye relief issue. But as it stands right now, at 75 yards, the best way for me to take this shot is without the magnifier, because that's not helping me. The only reason why I'm getting these shots is because I know where the target is. Okay? If I didn't know where that target is, it'd be a lot harder. And if I flip the magnifier over, I mean, again, I know where the targets are. Let me see if I go out to 100 yards. I mean, at 100 yards, I can't see the target at all. Okay? So keep this on safe. Let's look at the LPVO now, right? So LPVO, it's in 1 power. We'll give you guys a look at what this looks like. Again, there might be some eye. It's in 1x, so this really shouldn't be too much of an eye relief issue. There it is. Okay, you're seeing a shadow because of I'm too far forward for you guys. I'll take the rifle apart at the in a few minutes and give you guys a better look. So in 1x, I'm sort of seeing the same thing, right? The same thing. Let's get my finger in there. So in 1x, I'm seeing the same thing. I kind of know where it's at, but let me dial up a little bit. So the nice thing about the LPVO is I'm able to dial up just a little bit if I need to. I can go to 3, I can go to 2, I can go to 4. I can go to where I need, because if I go in too high, right? If I go too high, yeah, now I'm basically in blackness. I can't see it. So I don't want to be all the way up to 8 power. So here, I'm gonna dial up. That's a good place for me to be. Let me see if I can go to 100 yards with this. I'm going to dial down to 1 power. Yeah, can't see anything at 1 power. See if I dial up. Okay, so right now, at 100 yards, I can't see the target at 100 yards. It looks like there's a little fog back there. I can kind of see it with my naked eye, but when I try to look through the scope, because remember, I'm looking through 2 lenses here. When I look through 2 lenses at 100 yards, I'm not able to see it. So at 75 yards, I can kind of see it I can see it pretty good with my naked eye at 75 yards. When I get in the glass, again, my visibility goes down because of the humidity and all the fogginess that seems to be on my glass. All right. All right, let me do this. The ammo out, and basically I'm gonna give you guys a peek through these 2. As you guys can see, these rifles are wet. So, old saying, if it ain't raining, you ain't training. You pretty much got to get out in this weather and train, because if you don't get out in bad weather, you're not going to know the limitations of your gear. Like, how would you ever know that, you know, the LPVO actually does a little bit better in damp weather than the red dot with a magnifier? But in dry weather, I prefer the red dot with the magnifier. So let me take a look here. Now, you guys probably can't see the red dot because I dialed it down. Let me dial it up. Yeah, that's too much. Should be good. See if you guys can see it there. All right. See if I can get you. Okay. Now let me see if I can get you guys. Magnifier. Okay, let me dial it. Go deep. Too bright. All right. So you see the cloudiness? It's because we're going through 3 lenses. And you're seeing water droplets. So there's more water droplets and stuff like that, just because we're going through 3 lenses. Now let's go through 2 lenses. Get you guys. By the way, when I was shooting the 75 yards, I was in 2 magnification. So the magnifier is like a fixed 3x. So in this case, I found as I was, you know, I found that the 2x was the position that I could see the best. So the LPVO gives me that flexibility. Okay, get some eye relief. Oh, see if there's any water droplets. Now, for whatever reason, you guys are seeing worse than, like when I look through it with my naked eye. Yeah, you guys are seeing a worse image than I'm seeing. See if I can get you guys up to some magnification. Let's go up to the two times magnification. You guys are seeing a worse picture than I am. But actually, it does seem to have done a little bit worse than before with all this stuff. Oh, that's a little bit better. Um, so you guys gotta go out. I mean, you might be looking. I mean, you guys looking at through the camera, you guys are like, how the hell can he see anything? And how was he able to hit those targets? It's not as bad as what you guys are seeing. Okay, it's actually looking worse through the camera. But how about your gun and your rifle setup, your LPVO, your magnifier? You got to get out in the wet, damp weather and try it out and know like what the limitations are. I mean, I've had this scope out to 500 plus yards. Okay, so on a clear day, right, this LPVO and also that magnifier, they both have been out to 500 yards and have been able to hit targets that size. Okay, it's basically 2 foot tall by 1 foot wide. But today, because of the humidity is actually picking up. That's why I was having, I think, a little bit of a harder time seeing it just now. I can see the humidity, the fog is actually picking up. But the same scopes, right, that allow me to shoot like that target consistently and accurately out to 500 yards, you know, on a day like this, it's a struggle to see at 75 yards, and at 100 yards, I can't take the shots. I mean, it's just I cannot see it good enough to take the shots because of the weather conditions and the light conditions. I mean, right now the sun is starting to go down. It's winter time. I think it's something like 4 o'clock, 4:15. So the sun's starting to set a little bit. So we're losing daylight. So again, that's also limiting. Now, if it wasn't like, there's been plenty of times, like I've been out as late as like 4:30, 4:45, and I'm still able to make hits at 200 yards if there isn't this dampness in the air. Because remember, all those water droplets in the air are also, you know, are basically in the way of my visibility. So something for you guys to think about. Get out and try it yourselves. I'm finding today that the LPVO is working better in these weather conditions than the red dot with the magnifier. So let me know what you guys think. Drop some comments below. If you're not a member of the channel, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all soon. Hey everyone, I was reviewing that video and I had a brainstorm. How about offset iron sights? Okay, so I did some serious rummaging through like 2 drawers of like dead AR parts and flip up sights I haven't used and shit. I have not used these offset sights probably in about 8 years, 10 years. So it's actually darker now, right? The sun has set even more. So right now, looking through the glass, okay, I cannot, in 1 power, actually that's in 2 power, let's go down to 1 power. In 2 power, I can't see the red target. I can barely see it in 1 power. Barely see it in 1 power. However, when I flip the iron sights to the side at 75 yards, that is clear. I can even see at 100 yards with the iron sights. Holy shit. I've been saying for a long time that iron sights are no longer necessary, that they're obsolete. And here I am eating my own words, man. I have not zeroed these iron sights. This is like the way they were like 10 years ago. Let's see if we can even hit these targets over here. So let's try the 10 yards just on the offset, right? So I'm like this. So I have it to the large aperture because it has a double aperture. So I'm not hearing any ding. So these things are way off. So even at the 10 yards, I'm off here. I think maybe I forgot how to use iron sights. Let's try at the 30 yards. I'm going to try the small target just to see if these have any sort of a zero on them that's usable. No, let's get some more ammo. I don't know what the zero is on these. Let me pause this camera. All right, I got some more ammo. So the zero on these iron sights is probably where it was on a 5.56 AR like 8-10 years ago. This is a 9mm AR. So let me try the 10-yard target again. Oh, it's really coming down now. Okay. Okay, so let me get to the 10-yard target, see where these sights are. So if I go center, okay, I'm going to go to the bottom of the target. Let's go to the top of the target. Top of the target, I can make it. So what that means is that this is probably hitting a little high. Let me try 30 yards high on the target, see if I can get on it. It's getting dark now too. I wish I had started this earlier. You know what? Let me hit the rims. The rims are a little bit bigger at 30 yards. I can see the impact. It's right around there. Right now, I can't, through the glass, through this LPVO in 1 power. I don't need to get out to, I don't need to try and get out to 75 yards. At 30 yards, it's all fogged up and shit. At 30 yards, those rims over there that you guys could probably see, yeah, you guys can see the rims. I can see the rims, but when I look through the LPVO, I could barely see them. But when I flip over to the iron sights, I can see them pretty damn good. Let's take a shot at 75 yards. See if we can get this thing again. And now I'm just a little, I can see I'm pretty close at the 30 yards, so I'm not going to be that far off on the 75 yards. Do I have any ammo in here? I got 2 shots. The zero's off on the side, but I can see at 75 yards. I can see the target through the iron sights. Whereas when I go to the LPVO, there's too much shit on the glass. I can't see it. So right here in front of me, right here at the 10 yards, I can see through the LPVO. It's blurry as shit. But when I go to the iron sights, that's a lot clearer. So today has been kind of a very interesting day. I knew that the LPVO was going to be better than the Magnifier, just from my previous experience with LPVOs, magnifiers in the rain. But I hadn't thought of using the offset iron sights, because here's the thing. If you've got, if they're not offset, let's say I got just backup iron sights, well, I gotta remove the LPVO, right? Or even if I have, let's say, a red dot and I got iron sights on it, well, the problem is I can't see through the glass. Okay, so having regular iron sights that just go down the middle aren't going to help me, because I'm having a problem seeing through the glass in the damp weather. But having them offset the way they are offset on here, let me get you guys behind it. Actually, let me take this thing apart. I don't know how much you guys can be able to see. I think it is getting dark. I felt if I didn't do this tonight, if I come back tomorrow on the different weather conditions, it wouldn't be the same. This is something that I kind of needed to get done. So there's the LPVO in 1 power. Let me put on the illumination. I wasn't using the illumination. See, so there's your illumination. I think it's on a 4 power. Well, let's see, can we get the illumination on the target? She's blurry as shit. Come on, line up, motherfucker. Alright, let's go to iron sights. Right, there we go. I mean, there's an obvious focusing issue with the camera, but I mean, you can see that. Yeah, clearly you can see better with the iron sights in these weather conditions. Oops. Well, actually, fucking camera. Let's see if I focus you guys like that, and then just bring it up, and then you come into focus for a second. There we go. We cheat it like that, so you come up. So yeah, that is like duh. You know, like obviously that's better for these specific weather conditions. I have to get more offset iron sights now. Shit. Guys, thanks for watching. Hey, listen, man. I don't pretend to know everything. Every day that I'm out shooting, I'm learning new things, okay? And, you know, here's the thing. It's like the stuff, like you know, the new stuff kind of builds on top of stuff I already know. So all the stuff that I've kind of done to date has kind of brought me to the point where I can do the training that I did today and learn the new stuff that I did today, right? But if I didn't do the training like last week and the week before and the week before that, I wouldn't be able to get to this level of training here today. So you just gotta keep doing it under different weather conditions. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all soon. Hey, so this is kind of like the never-ending video because I keep getting new shit in my head. How about your pistol, right? Because on your pistol you can't have offset iron sights. Well, what I think is, like, if it's raining like it is right now, the pistol is generally going to be better covered. I mean, you can pull your shirt over it and stuff like that. So I think I think the pistol is less of an issue. Now, granted, I mean, at like oh shit distances, like with a pistol, I mean, you can point shoot a rifle pretty good, just like you can point shoot a gun. So I think the issue with being able to see through your optic on a pistol is going to be less of an issue. Okay? So yeah, they're my thoughts on that. That's the next thing that popped in my head. Do I need offset sights now on my pistol? I think I mean, that's the thing. The pistol is being under your jacket or under your shirt, or you being able to cover it up. I mean, you can't do that with a rifle that's slung over your back or across your chest. That's going to get wet.